by that time. By the time I fix it, we're already a week into moving, so I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Continue!
Here we go. Trial time. Before you go anywhere, just go watch the handbook for a bit.
That's probably a smart idea, yeah. It's been a week. Let's see if we've not forgotten anything. Okay.
Let me check something real quick. That's a very low audio that I'm hearing, so I'm just gonna check if this one has better audio. It's just as low, isn't it?
I don't have low audio.
It's almost the same. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay, so we can deduce already that she was probably killed in the VR. We've already figured that much. But the way she died, it makes me think that she was strangled.
He was the first to discover this.
She still had her visor on then, so. So we know that the edge of the world is not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to just clear you from the suspicion. That adds the fact that they could die in.
No warps, but it's basically like
Kaito was logged out, so that should clear up any suspicion that Kaito is, leaving.
Okay, so we know that the wave line that is actually the connection. That it actually goes.
Yeah, both ways.
There's only technically there's only one wall on the sides. So we know that. There's toilet paper found on the side of the mansion, but what's... The hammer is like unusual, and there's a cell phone.
The cell phone can be used to lock people out.
To forcefully lock people out. Found on the ground by Miu's avatar. This came from the storage room on the roof. Miu's avatar.
Listed as an object.
For some reason. They had scheduled to meet, but they didn't apparently. They can't confirm if he was in the salon.
So we know that Mio had that artificial wall.
Making it specifically that so that non-human objects could pass, so meaning her avatar could pass through it.
Mm-hmm. So
Kokichi couldn't touch her, even if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Someone made an error.
Yeah. We don't know what that user error is yet.
But you don't really have any friend points to spend though. Wait, there's a few. So they'll speed up, speed down. That pretty much shows where you can get extra points. That's very useful. Nobody likes Hangman's Gambit.
Put that on there. Okay.
Here we go. First trial.
In session.
Now then, let's begin with the basic.
He's still sad.
explanation. Ah, screw it. This is tiresome.
What?
You need more motivation.
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
He's very...
Before we
uncharacteristic.
start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
What?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What?
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
What the fuck?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth.
Wow, speaking sense, Himiko.
Yeah.
We can't die here.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
definitely...
Oh,
Character
my.
development.
Himiko has become so determined.
Mhm.
It's true. People really do change.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business.
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify.
Kaito's the culprit!
Of course! He seriously starts that.
What? Say that to my face!
Of course that's how it starts.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Of course it starts with that.
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mu.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
Low blow.
Very low blow. Fuck off. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be.
Okay, so we're just gonna
Starting with this. Alright.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though.
Oh, that was wrong. Shit.
I was wrong.
You jumped the gun.
No, I
Kaito logged out first by himself.
Right click.
right click is.
You was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito, culprit? Impossible. Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it.
Of course, I'm
We
possible.
found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Not the
What do you
hammer
mean
for
last
sure.
words?
So, it's Kaito logged out, poison, and
The estimated time of death is 6:30. Kaido logged out at 5:17. That is still an hour and 15 minutes.
yeah, that does mean there's enough time.
Kaito logged out first by himself. You was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Is it a game?
Culprit?
It's not Killing Game Simulator, is it?
No. It just means she could die in the simulation, but it doesn't. I don't think it's not the right one right now.
Impossible.
Not the hammer. You
Of
get
course
that
it's
in killing.
impossible, 'cause I didn't do
Monokuma
it.
foul.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame
Small
on me.
poison, small
That
bottle of
diversion
poison.
was
That's the
part of
only
your
thing
plan,
that can
right,
make sense.
Kaito?
Well, Kaito.
Oh, Kaito's account. That's the only two. What's Kaito's account again?
What do you mean last words?
Yeah, that's the only.
Okay, I'm not sure which one it is now.
Also, triple X. This is perverted. Okay.
This has nothing to do with it, so.
No. Monokuma foul 4. What does it say? What does that say exactly? This is also one of the bullets.
No injuries can be found.
I think that's what. Okay. No injury, so there's poisoning. And what's the small pot of poison say? That's gonna be important later.
Maybe it is a small bottle of poison because her eyes weren't red. Yeah, her eyes aren't bloodshot.
Okay.
I think it's a bottle of poison.
Kaito logged out first by himself. You was still logged in though.
That's true.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
That was it.
Good. Good.
Yeah, because her eyes are not bloodshot.
Yeah. We're gonna dismiss the poisoning
You
altogether.
wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it.
Yeah.
Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Miu's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Diversion.
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Miu died by poison.
Then, what was her
But
real
why is
cause
Kokichi the
of death?
diversion then?
Miu's real cause of death. The only one I can think of.
Killing Game Simulator, probably?
This is it!
Yeah. Because we don't know how she died in yet, so it must.
Miu's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself.
That makes sense.
In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question.
is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
Gonta!
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
He's still confused.
It seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Of course.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
Good
And
retort.
the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
He's gonna blame the keyboard, keyboard,
Damage in that situation.
keyboard, of course.
That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up.
Of
though.
course, he has a retort.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
That was uncalled for.
Let's begin then.
The fatal damage that Miyu received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. There we go again.
In the virtual world, Miyu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
Yeah. There was a drowning is more like, but I think it's. But yeah, the pose is kind of obvious. Yeah. Yeah.
Strangulation.
Yeah.
In the virtual world, Miyu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on first.
Slow down, remember?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out.
Whoever did
Remember
that
what
to
the slowdown was. No, it was
Was
space.
dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
No.
No, that's not the
Or
hammer.
going to beat her with his bare hands.
I do not think that is
Are we
possible.
certain that blunt force was involved?
Never hit lady. Gonta never hit lady. I like that one.
I agree.
Gonta never hit lady. Gonta.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she's suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh. The assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
Shut up, Kokichi.
That's a glare.
In
That's
that
enough.
case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
Speed.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Yeah.
If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Glare.
But was there even a a rope in that world?
Objects can't break in the virtual world.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
What was next to the mansion again?
TP. Ah.
This is it! During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion. I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
And of course, I was saying that's not possible.
No can ignore that.
Of course. Because he doesn't get it.
What you mean, Shuichi? Huh? What's wrong?
What's wrong? Shuichi goofing off. Not gentlemanly at all.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
He saw that one coming. It's gone, sir.
Playing game simulator.
There's no time for nonsense. No can use toilet paper in place of rope. Would tear too easy.
Oh.
Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart.
Sounds.
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. Why you not take this seriously? You call yourself ultimate detective? Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
To the third!
I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
Or is this gonna go around
No
again?
time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper
Oh yeah, it was the first
in
one.
place of rope! Would tear too easy!
There it was.
Oh, God.
Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
And now it's advanced
No,
again.
I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of
This
rope.
is just me to the game.
You died such an awful, so why you not take the you call yourself ultimate detective? Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
That's bad.
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
This is just.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
There we go.
Cut through your words!
You can't blame the guy.
Nope.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable. Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Yep.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's fine, Gonta.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Shuichi's a good
By
one.
toilet paper was a fitting end for her.
Yikes.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
It's fine, Kibo.
was killed near the chapel. Why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
Just sleeping in here, apparently.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Me, you.
Kokichi. You wish you could play with Uncle Kichi, but
I
no.
wish.
Yeah.
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Yeah.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
We don't program.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
Third pay was probably an oversight.
But why'd she do that?
But what did she need it for? I need to make that clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
No.
Uses for a hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer.
A DIY
Probably
project.
just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
Really, dude?
She was the victim.
You have to agree with
Let's
Kokichi.
assume
Oh,
that Mew
God.
brought the hammer.
I hate it.
But I think he knows he was the target. That's why he's doing
Maybe
it.
use to break down a wall?
Well, his text is a little
Uses
bit
for a
covered.
Hammer. Don't I know? Mew gonna build stuff with hammer. She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone. I agree.
Fuck you, Kokichi.
You knew you were gonna be the victim.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
Yeah.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
So she was already planning to kill
So
Kokichi
Mew called
before
Kokichi
that.
out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to...
That's it!
Yeah.
Obviously.
She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer.
He doesn't even care.
If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Mew's plan, huh?
And now he's leading the investigation.
I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do it. Oh god, what are we doing?
Psychiatry.
Oh, this is easy. How does this go again?
Left and right. It's like Mario Kart. With letters. Of course, space slows down time.
Don't need that right now.
Arr!
Oh crap.
Who tried to kill Kokichi?
Oh, come on, that is...
Really?
Really? The space?
Thinking time. Vital wishes. Keyboard makes sort of sense, I guess.
Whoa, that's a long question. Why is this so stupid? Oh god. I just had to ask.
What was...
Who was me? Where was Mewtron? This? Ah!
Yeah, where was he? On top of the...
Where was Miyu trying to kill Kokichi?
Top of the mansion.
I'm going super fast over here.
Oh,
The afterlife!
okay. In the virtual world, I guess you had admin right, so
Yeah.
you can easily get rid of any evidence.
Next question! Ah! Oop. What? What question is that? Why was the bottle of poison? Oh!
Oh, I get it.
She left the bottle there.
To look like it was a suicide.
I
Because
would have not thought of that, to be honest.
yeah, because he would get a hemorrhage, so then his eyes would go bloodshot if
Yeah.
he would think that.
To divert attention.
That is, Miyu had a very complex murder mystery.
Okay, I was not thinking that far. Okay.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
Yeah, so that's like that.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
That's why she locked Kaido out.
Yeah.
He did that.
He tried to find Kaito.
What? You was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
What? Why Kaido? Okay, guess we gotta refute Kaido.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place
She
the
logged
poison
in
without
last.
us noticing,
Yep.
She was the last one to log in. She logged in 2 minutes after everyone else.
Yep, there it is. That should be more
must
enough
have logged
time.
out at some point.
No.
And then what? Log back in? Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
I believe
If
that.
she hadn't logged in or out, then Mew couldn't have placed the poison.
Sorry, Kaito.
That's wrong.
Sorry, Kaito.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair.
God.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That's right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
Where? Oh, there it is.
This is it.
Still pretty straightforward.
So
It
far,
was
so
the
good.
cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
You could frame it to anyone that you wanted to.
Yeah.
You never mentioned a cell phone, right?
He did it on purpose.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
You asshole!
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
There's the creepy smile again.
Fuck you, asshole.
Kaito's like, fuck that.
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
What the hell?
Do I? I don't know about that.
Shut the hell up.
Huh? Oh, wait. What were we talking about?
He's really not.
What is
I
it?
wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah, if Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
Oh god, he forgot.
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
You're on the threshold of an amazing.
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
She didn't die.
She wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
You get a point, unfortunately.
So
Yeah.
that's why she decided to attempt a murder. Because she had total control.
You would still figure out, but then
And the
yeah, it
reason
would be
you were
really,
so
it would be an
insistent
uphill
on going to
battle.
The virtual world was.
And she chose Kokichi.
Yeah. I don't blame her for that.
Insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
No, she only wanted
I
to kill.
was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by
He's
a
having way too much
trusted friend.
fun.
See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
What?
What?
Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Yeah.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Oh dear.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? Hoo. There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
He's having a.
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue.
If
we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
Oh, you got caught up guard there.
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
You didn't?
It kind of makes sense, yeah.
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
Isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
You didn't have the tools.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either.
Makes sense again.
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Yeah, the door couldn't have been locked because it could only be locked from the outside.
I already told you. How should I know?
If he was on the roof, he couldn't know.
Went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
Oh.
He's like,
What kind of response is that? Suspicious as hell.
God.
There's no point in arguing about that now.
Come
The
on.
truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
No. Oh, what?
Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Yeah.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
If that's the case, then Miu might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
Oh, she went.
Miu was waiting for me to arrive.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Miu should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar
Yeah, I think that's
right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
Oh.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Miu was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No. Been at the chapel.
Yeah.
That's wrong!
Of course, again, she stood me up.
Miu must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Miu pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Miu.
Makes sense.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mio used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Again?
Non-stop debate.
The wall.
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or, instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
No.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
Teleporting.
Or she used a warp zone.
That is probably.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use.
I agree.
Evo.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't want to do the...
You were holding it too long.
There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
What? Kaito?
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Oh, he doesn't know about the avatar setting. I forgot about it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? You're losing your edge. Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Mew's avatar is gonna be the... Yeah.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
He's actually his character's changed because he's right next to you.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to... She's not just an object after all. I'll cut through your words.
Cut for your words, yeah.
Saw that coming?
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Yeah, Kaito.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Of course he's reveling in the moment.
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
And now you have to use the sign to prove that she lied about
probably
that.
lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied. Huh.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Of course.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Look who's talking.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Yeah.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Momotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you see that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot!
Uh-oh.
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Miyu to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Miyu wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
About the sound, yeah.
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
This is it!
Yeah, the loud noise.
Now comes the hard
The
part.
loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Bang.
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well. You heard
too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
At this point, no one does.
Sorry, going to not mean...
Gonta!
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Yeah, the sign is that, isn't it?
Yeah. Please don't tell me it's Hangman's Gambit.
Mine's mine.
Oh.
Not too bad. Not the clock.
There it is.
The only thing that's annoying about this is the fact that it's sometimes... Yeah. That. The kitchen.
I see it!
That wasn't too hard.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river. We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
I'm most confused by how the sign got there.
Sidecat taxi!
Okay.
So far you're avoiding it. Again, you don't hate that.
I was expecting it to be Hangman's Gambit.
But they're moving now.
I noticed. Somehow I got all of them. I can move the mouse too, but I'm not using it like this.
At which point was the time much left away? Thinking time. That was a weird question, but I guess it is the river. That's a short one.
Damn it! Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me?
Where's the end of the river?
Transition point? It's not?
Chapel side. You go to the right, remember?
Oh, right. I wasn't sure what it meant by that.
Yeah. One, two, three, four. Cars.
I see it!
Okay, and a haircut. Somehow I missed most of those. We got him. Thinking time. Thinking time. Get him. Good. More. Okay. Left to right. I'm gonna say left to right and then. Oh. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it went against the current.
It connects.
Well, it doesn't connect for them, but it connects for us.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
How does no one get this?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
No, that's not it.
Damn it!
Son of a bitch.
Gonna be one of these moments.
That's not what I was trying to
was
do!
wrong.
No.
I was wrong.
Son of a bitch.
I think you need to... No. Map the world.
I already did that!
Okay. What about Mew?
This is it!
That's what you... Different one.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how'd it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right, that's the real issue. How does no one...
It's gonna be protagonist stupidity for the time being.
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
Oh, no.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
She might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river.
That's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Wait, in that case...
Got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel wall and the mansion walls...
That's it.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect.
Shut up.
See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
He set this all off.
If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Secret, huh? Yeah, I suppose we should clear it up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh, fucking hell. So, what's the word?
EMOR, what the?
See, this is the same thing I had with the last one. Like, what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't think it. Loop doesn't fit. Worlds. Okay, that's world. World loops. Top one's an L. Yep, left. Yeah, that one.
I see now.
I hate this game.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
No, Python.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
Hmm?
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
No, always.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
It's not a map loading point!
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
It's
There! The map loading point was where the virtual world looped.
Sometimes characters have to be stupid.
We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. and any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Was that necessary?
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Fuck you.
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Shut up.
Yeah. If Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
We haven't solved the mystery yet.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're all. Kaito is noticing, like, yeah, something.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
He's still leading it.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kiichi talking like Monokuma again.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
Of course it is.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
One thing, actually. Kokichi wouldn't have been able to kill Miyu.
Yeah.
Because Miyu made sure that he couldn't kill her in turn.
So,
as much as I want it to be Kokichi, it's not him.
yeah. It's impossible. That's the problem.
So, who does that leave us with? Because there's only a handful of people on that side. Kaito is already out. We already know that, so it's not...
That means it's Tsumugi or Gonza, or who else was on that side.
That Shuichi, but we're not the killer, so...
Unless we somehow did a plot from out. Let's pull this case one again.
What is Kokichi's plan here?
Yeah, that's also...
He's definitely prodding at Kaido on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Miyu. It doesn't matter how many mysteries we solve. If we can't find the culprit, it would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who he could be. Who used Miyu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miyu?
Yeah, unless someone's on the chapels did it with the toilet paper. So yeah, now...
The thing is, no one knew about that, so... Or at least I don't think anyone knew about it, so...
Kokichi just pretended he knows, but I don't think he fully knew about it, but he might have a suspicion about it.
And there's the fact, of course, that he was scheming with Monokuma, so...
Yeah. So he might know something. He was scheming with Monokuma, so that means... Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all. And Fanny's period is late too. Father, why do you know Fanny's cycle? Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to the lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't been able to hibernate.
That's awful! What could be causing it?
Ah.
It's cause you have a lot on your mind?
Is it because the graveyard shift? Oh, it's wrong one. Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it cause you don't want them to think you're just goofing around?
Is it because you want to stay friends?
Is it cause you want to watch in real time? Father?
He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be.
You're right. Night night. They're just being random again.
Cholesterol resume.
Demotivated Monaco was hilarious.
My head.
Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best.
Right now, you're on the
From
threshold
this point
of an
forward,
amazing adventure.
let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his
Oh,
daddy.
for fuck's sake.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Of course, I'm gonna do something stupid like that as a gag.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions.
Let's
discuss her murder.
El Netra subscribed for 12 months. Thanks for the resubscription for a year. Dang! Imagine having money. Yeah, imagine you giving money. Wow! That is a lot of money.
Well,
Stay charged.
Anyway, we have a murder to solve.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Enjoy stay, Netro.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Of course, they would have made her kind of, if he would have done it, it would have been obvious.
On purpose, so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, She would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Yeah, so...
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things.
Gonta?
Killing game bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Gonta think we could have been friends if things different.
Oh no.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That couldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
The fact that what?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
Yeah, we already know
So
how
the
that
next
works.
thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall? I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Yeah, because everyone's equally strong.
Gonta, not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
Oh god.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah, that was the...
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. What was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. What were those two things? It could be...
That's it!
Neo hitting the wall, duh.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Meo's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I don't need it!
You'll what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty
He
high
is.
up, right?
It's you don't
Past
like
the
that
brick
he's
handrail, the roof was
hand
at a
holding
pretty
as
steep
well.
slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
You remember the question he asked at the beginning?
What was the thing? What was it?
What he asked of Monokuma?
Oh, if it's a tie. Oh, he has an accomplice. So he knows who the killer already is.
Yeah.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
So he knows how the murder happened already.
Okay, he's talking if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Miyu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. Again. Well, at least I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Slide off the roof. That's what I think, because I saw the S. Yeah. Oh, slid.
He slid off the roof.
There's no O. That was a hit on Akuma.
I was like, that coloration is off.
Yeah, it's like, that looks like a Monokuma. Is that bad? No, it wasn't hit a Monokuma. That is a mean place that would have hit a Monokuma. R. That's
That
D.
was, I thought that was an O.
There's an O on the bottom.
Nice. Another one.
Now we just need an F. I saw one. No, to the right. Oh, that was actually an F. Never mind. Those were both Fs. You were both right.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
No.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
What?
What?
Who the hell is Shumai?
Who the hell was Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped.
I'm positive that's how Miyu's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide.
Okay, that is gonna be the berries, but it's gonna be the lattice. Yeah.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
It made that much noise. It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof.
Is this a green
Not
number?
frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
It's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that.
That's wrong.
And we're being set up to just go against the Kaito.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
He's...
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
I was just gonna go with the.
After the culprit killed Mew on the roof, they placed her corpse on a
Of course.
and slid her down the roof's steep
I was just gonna work with the recap. Like,
The sled picked
how's
up
it gonna
speed,
look?
flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
But how did the culprit know that it would happen? That's my question. How did the culprit know that would happen?
Yeah.
The impacts made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Oh, really?
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
That was a very good.
I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. Yeah, that
God
is
damn it.
hateful to our new family.
God.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down,
I hate that
we're just
hedgehog.
one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Yeah. Who is it? That's the problem because
The culprits.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Look at
yeah.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
Yeah.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
you forgot yourself.
That's
asshole.
real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me!
There's 5 suspects. Me, Samugi, Gonta, Kapichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. For what reason would they have to lie? I need to press them for information before making any judgments.
So who lied? What? That's we know who lied. It's Kokichi.
It's you!
Yeah.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
Of course.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Yeah.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
He knew.
You went to the roof.
He said the roof was locked, so he went to the roof. Oh, that's annoying. Could you press the Y one so I can read it, or is that not a statement?
Hmm?
No, it's not that one. That's the truth. It's the fact that team didn't meet. Yeah, that's the one. So you were right. How did he know it was locked? He never went into the roof.
Yeah, if you never went to the roof, how do you know it was locked?
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said... But later, you said... That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Ooh.
Huh?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Oh, wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
What?
Of course. He's trying to
At the start of the
distract.
class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
God, he's deflecting.
Is it my fault?
No, he's just deflecting.
Himiko really say that?
Yeah. No, he
She
didn't.
totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
Oh God.
She did too.
Oh, for
Then
fuck's
when?
sake.
Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
Good one, Kaito.
What a worthless fight!
Stop it, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Stop it.
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
He doesn't care.
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
Oh boy.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
Yeah.
We don't have time for this. Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth out, everyone's lives are in danger.
So we gotta.
I think I wrote the perjury.
Oh, I see what you have to do.
This one?
Yeah, you have to lie about
I've had
that
enough
later.
of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's funny because I'm not lying.
Shiver, 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 shiver!
You look so nervous.
I didn't go to the roof.
So you gotta lie to him to get it to
I've had
expose his
enough of your
lies.
lies, man.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
say
not
that-
lying.
Okay.
The rooftop
Fair.
door was locked
it
and I
is.
couldn't open it.
Yeah, you know what
What
to
did
do.
Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And
No.
Oh, God damn it! Shit.
You lie.
I have to lie. I have to hold it. Fuck.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Lie.
I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
He can't verify that because
You
you.
were there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi?
But of course, Samugi would say he would prove you're lying.
Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Uh-oh, he knows. He knows.
Does he
So
though?
who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
Samugi,
I believe
please.
Shuichi 100%.
Please,
The one
Samugi.
who's not Kokichi.
Also, not Kokichi.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
Please, Samugi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
God damn it, Samugi.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway.
Thank you, Samugi.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around.
Yeah, of course. He's like, I guess you're lying to because sweet because.
You guys hate lies that much. There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Ugh.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Uh-oh.
Confess.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Oh.
You worked together with Monokuma?
That's why he worked with Monokuma.
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive?
Oof.
And the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair. Monokuma can't take sides.
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but You're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
You're still gonna lie.
Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Oh,
What?
look at his face. What?
Huh?
The culprit is Gonta. What?
What did you... Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not.
It's my turn now.
Huh?
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
What?
As the Killing Game Busters!
What?
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
What? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Gonta not understand what's going on, but still. Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
Yeah.
You, of course.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
You can't touch her.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Ugh, that face.
Oh god.
That's a face only your mother could love.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she
Definitely
could have
that he
done
can't
is
touch
merely
her.
touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
You got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept... No problem. That's wrong.
That's why you have Dangarompas.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist.
It was an avatar error.
There's an avatar error, so that could mean something.
What if that means that the setting was undone?
Could be. I'm gonna have to check where that leads.
Yeah.
If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck,
And move the body.
then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit.
Well, you did make the
No matter how
murder.
much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe him. I would never
believe
do
him.
that.
You've been risking yourself to protect everyone.
No way he would.
There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If you want the truth, you might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, we don't.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony!
Oh god, he's gonna rub it in, of course.
It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit.
No, but we have this.
Please, believe Gonta.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime.
Because it will get rid of
Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
Yeah.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
Oh god, we're gonna have to split.
But
One truth special.
There we go.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds.
There we
So
go.
we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Dude, come on. Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth.
Split opinion. Bing. And you don't like being on this side. Well, at least you got Kibo. Oof, 5 versus 3. It's impossible. It's possible.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I've got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Hard.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I've got this. No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he...
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had
No,
special
wrong.
settings.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
I've got this. The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I've got this. The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
No, we didn't get that one.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I've got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying
We know which two
can't
you have
rule
to
it
get.
out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the roof?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I've got this. No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I've got this. The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Okay, here we go. Buttons.
You?
This is our answer.
They keep getting harder, don't they?
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
Guy doesn't like that, but
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this!
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Oh, God.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
yeah.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Oof.
Magi, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
God, you could hear the strain in his voice.
Yeah. Wait, what did Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time, that's true about Gonta. The whole time Gonta's been saying this, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't understand anything. Talking about.
But when exactly you start using that defense?
That's it.
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
No, that's not shit.
What are you looking for?
Oh no!
Something that happened to his avatar, but
The avatar, you mean?
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar.
When you're logged in.
Avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
Put the cables in the wrong order.
So he doesn't. So
If that error is what's affecting Gonta, and it's making him forgetful and loopy, then what was the error? What could it have been?
King's Gambit. Memory. Memory loss. AKA amnesia. Yeah. There's no memory of the virtual
I
world.
believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Oh, mass panic debate.
Memory or no memory? Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Here we go. Mass panic debate starts. Device
I
instructions
never
again.
hurt anyone! Gonta wants to keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't right?
Oh, you have auto break.
Gonta is gentlemen! Gentlemen protect friends!
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying! Gonta swear!
There was a glitch. There was no glitch.
I heard it!
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
I've never done it before.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What? Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Gonta's left-handed!
Oh, but Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand.
Hilda's left-handed.
That's your left hand!
Oh.
Gonta is left-handed!
Oh no.
Looks like it's decided!
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Going to not remember. Going to not even go to this virtual world place.
Uh-oh.
What?
Going to fall asleep when he put helmet on. When going to wake up, Mew dead. Going to not know what happened. So, going to worry. Going to not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But going to try his best to understand. Going to imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Fuck you, asshole!
Wait a minute! That lie! Going to not kill Mew! 'Cause why would going to do that?
Yeah, he has not. What's the?
Yeah, it's a lie. I'll never accept this.
Why would Gonta even
And
kill Mew?
besides,
That's the
Gonta's
question.
got no motive to kill Mew.
Yeah.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Yeah.
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
Gonta must have seen some.
Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects is because they can access them.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
Because he walked out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out.
He doesn't like this, but...
Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so
Stop
let's
rubbing
move
it
on to
in.
the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
We have solid alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Don't have killed.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
Let alone move the body.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
It is Kokichi's trap. That's the worst part.
Only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this.
Ugh.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
Oof.
Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Ugh.
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if he went all crazy.
Well, that's it. He doesn't remember.
Not everything. So, oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to...
You want proof? I've got your proof.
What?
What? Huh?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh.
He was outside! I completely forgot I saw him outside!
Huh.
Kokichi said it himself. When Mew's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
What was also there on the ground?
It'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
What was there also on the ground where he came from?
Toilet paper. Son of a bitch.
Yep.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Okay.
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
He would have died.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right?
Well, the toilet paper could have been
Gonta
thrown
was
off.
the culprit. There's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Would have been so nice if that were the truth. Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
Yep.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
uh-oh. Can't dump my detective work now. If I want us all to survive, I can't back down.
Argument arrangement. Uh-oh.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone. Damn it!
Ugh.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
You have to hold.
Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying truth this, truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying truth this, truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it!
Final blow.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
It ends here!
Damn it!
Ugh.
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body.
Oof.
It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
Yes, there was.
I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end.
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down.
And then they can pull it down easily.
But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Oh.
Oh, you asshole.
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by. Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
Asshole.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Mew.
Why?
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop.
Yeah.
I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Damn it, I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Okay, you got lattice, slat. Oh, poison.
Looks so silly.
Virtual world. No, that's the hammer. Now you can unlock the other ones. A little later. One more. Now you can do the rest. secret is it?
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder.
Yeah.
But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. And placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to lock out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside...
Yeah, they did go outside.
They were already working together to execute the murder.
So he knew what the motive was, so he used the motive.
Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
Oops!
Look at them!
When she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was the purpose in thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
The cutesy style.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen.
Investigatory look.
And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed
It was
through
an
the
actual wall.
and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone.
Even if she did kill Kokichi,
She
I
didn't
think you would have
tell us
found
that
out
there
because
was
of those little
another way
hints.
to log out.
Would have been a completely different case, though.
Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. This Kaito was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet.
That's why she picked Kaito.
Having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly.
Yeah. Right.
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew.
Kokichi outsmarted her.
While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's back room to strangle Mew.
Makes sense why you
This
would
was
have someone
only
else do it.
possible
Yeah.
because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
He used himself as bait.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
Whoosh.
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
And because Gonta isn't smart, he didn't think it would mean anything.
With
Yeah.
a body on top of it,
That was
the
probably
lattice became
an
a
accident.
makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Oof. And we still don't know the motive.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand, 'cause going to not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Going to trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Going to kill Mew, forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why going to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
Fuck you, asshole.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already?
Oh, he's back to his usual self.
What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually. It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Here we go again with that joke.
My Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I've got to get my act together for the baby.
And Monaco, of course,
Now then,
again doesn't acknowledge it. He's like,
together, and let's begin!
he's gonna kill he's gonna kill Monotaro.
As the blackened and the
Obviously.
spotless face off. It's voting time! It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
I was gonna vote for Kokichi anyway.
I'm pretty sure Kaito would have voted for Kokichi.
And we can't even blame the guy. Yep.
Yep. Even Gonta voted for himself.
Yeah. Because he understood there was no other way.
Who
Yeah.
will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Ugh.
I hate this.
Oof.
Absolutely right.
Oh, look at that! You voted correctly! Congratulations, you guys!
Your joyful voices.
Give yourself a hand! Let me hear your joyful voices! Yeah.
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Damn.
Hi.
Wah!
Jeez, they're just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid?
Good question. We should prefer 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having 6 tuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi! You said it would liven things up. What gives, huh? He lied to Monokuma. He knew this would happen. You said you were gonna liven up the killing game in a class trial! And I said I put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. That was just a lie.
Oh.
Oh, so it was just a lie.
What was that?
He just laughed it off?
Hey,
Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you give Gonta?
I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do you say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah! Then let's have Gonta explain it. Huh? Gonta?
Please stop.
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to...
All right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator.
What?
Because
Why don't we ask the Gonta in the virtual world? But going back into the virtual world is... There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method.
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data.
Oh.
I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
A reference.
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
What this? What happening?
Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation.
This again? God.
It's just imitating Gonta's thoughts patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand who this alter ego person.
now then.
See? It's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then other Gonta, tell Gonta.
Why?
Why? Why did Gonta kill Miu?
Huh?
Kill Miu? Why does other Gonta know about...
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell him the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
Then Gonta no could save everyone?
Huh? Save everyone?
Gonta don't know.
Hey, answer Gonta. Why did Gonta kill Miu?
Wrong.
Gonta just wanted to save everyone.
He wanted to save everyone?
That's...
Gonta, what do you mean?
Gonta.
Gonta think for a long time. How can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta is strong, but no can fight exosols. Gonta feel frustrated, cause Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feels.
Yeah.
Technically they're the same person.
But...
So that's why. Gonta think he have to do it, for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it, cause everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
So Gonta kill Miu.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it all. Jeez, it's bad enough. Gonta's bad enough explaining as always. Guess I'll have to help. So, if you remember what happened at the time... Okay, no, we shouldn't be prevented from another murder happening. Yoink! Yeah, he took the key card.
They did something with that. The card key? So you use it?
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the key card, and after opening it, I saw the outside world.
What? The outside world?
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive?
I'll tell you guys in a second, but that's when I found out about Miu's plan. And it hit me! If I combine the two, then I'll be able to save everyone!
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean?
Hey.
Hey now. You gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again?
In other words...
Let me chime in. The motive key card that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me. But then Kokichi suggested that we reuse the motive.
Yeah.
He said we could bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Memories of the outside world in the flashback light?
What?
The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
And if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait. But why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here? Huh? You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish up this case first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
Hey! You even knew where it was hidden? That's not fair!
Tell you the truth.
Whoa! I just placed it! I never actually said I hid it!
Too bad.
If anyone had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was! It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
So Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. Yeah, when Kokichi said Gonta leave together. Yeah. Yeah, but Gonta can do anything weird. Gonta is sweet. Terrific bodyguard, yeah. At that point, Kokichi was already gonna use him.
Yeah.
Could it be
Was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
The only person I trusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta.
After that, Gonta got taken to the forest near mansion. Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside was hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. Wait! Are you sure you want to believe a lie like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. But protect everyone? And then it was too late.
How'd this happen?
And there, Gonta remembers secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
No way.
What was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it would be easier to die. What? Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forces students to be part of killing game is hell. So I think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's hell still outside, what do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta?
Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they die for?
It's hell outside and hell inside.
But...
And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta. That's right, the only way you can save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
You get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. I still don't get what's happening.
What outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi want to see? What did we forget?
Hey,
Hurry up and tell us, or else we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us why.
Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone, despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. A despair that makes you want to put out everyone of their misery. Do you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth?
But now we don't know any more than when we started.
Now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Then can't you accept everything about this case? You can imagine the rest, right?
No.
I used Miu's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight where Miu and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaito's not here?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man, I'm hard you asked to meet me up with you. Miu, is this a booty call? Or are you here to kill me?
So you figured it out. There's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings.
Oh, guess I'm in trouble now.
I'm sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. It's my duty as a genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here.
Sorry, Gonta, so sorry. Click. Don't Don't be sorry, Gonta. She's trying to kill me too. He said he was for the world or whatever, but that was just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gonta's sorry. Gonta's so sorry, Miyu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake.
It can't be.
Gonta would never.
By the way,
You should know that it was Gonta's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall.
Huh?
What? Gonta's idea?
Gonta.
Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see. Oh, Miyu walked through the wall, so he knew. Gonta told Kokichi, and he think of everything else.
but
Gonta gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team.
Stop it!
Good? What about that? You're the worst!
That's whole story. That's everything that happened.
So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the world, of the outside world.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
Well, I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi.
How can this be?
But Gonta did kill Miyu. Gonta really did it.
Sorry.
Sorry, everyone's... Gonta is so sorry.
Gonta!
But Gonta's plan to save everyone failed. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta's stupid, so stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. But you reached for the truth, and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything.
huh?
So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Miyu for that sake, you know.
Don't screw around.
Enough of this shit! You made him kill her!
Please stop.
No, Gonta is bad! Because Gonta kills someone, Gonta is murderer. It's true! Yes, Gonta make everyone suffer. That is true! Sorry, Gonta is sorry he failed everyone. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta's so sorry.
We get it! You don't need to apologize anymore!
You're probably all thinking that I should have taken on the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me, so the role of villain is perfect for me.
I know that.
Yeah, I know that. It should have been my responsibility. But then, when I realized Miyu was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must have really have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
And in fact, you were right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I.
That's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough.
Okay, but you didn't need to push everything on Gonta too.
Please stop.
Stop! It's okay! Everyone, please don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you...
How nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes.
You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be a gentleman.
Hey, hey.
Hey, so are we done here? Are we done yet?
What?
And another thing.
You guys are really starting to talk in circles, so let's move on to the exciting stuff. Yes, the eagerly anticipated punishment time!
So am I.
Wait, if you're gonna punish him, then please punish me too!
Huh?
Kokichi?
I know that.
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then I... It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But
Just promise, Gonta, that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise.
Okay.
Alright, it's time for the punishment of the ultimate entomologist, Conquer Gokuhara. Oh man, I bet his punishment's gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs.
Good.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff.
No, it's not that.
Oh God. What? Already? Is it feeding up any
Honey! Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gonta!
Wait! I don't want this! Don't go, Gonta!
No.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Yeah, Gonta not cry. Gonta's really not scared. But
How can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset. He know could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Sorry, everyone.
Gonta, love you all.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta's so sorry for being stupid. Yikes. Game over. Ugh.
Well, Wild West is set aside.
Bees! They're both dead. Execution by bug. Ugh. And he's laughing. Because of course he is. Surprised? What a twist, huh? Even I didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been destroyed! Ah, so sad. All the cuteness gone to waste.
Why?
What are you talking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children? Cause lately they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. Gah, I'm never gonna get a hang of this whole parenting thing.
But how?
That's why?
Got a minute?
Doesn't matter now. I'm gonna have time to give him attention.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kid later. Ugh.
Yeah, and that,
Damn it. Why did it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey, Kokichi, why don't you tell us now? What is the secret to the outside world? If we don't know, then we won't be able to understand or accept it. I can't accept it either, Kokichi! What is the secret of the outside world? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far?
You?
Kokichi, if you really care for Gonta, explain yourself to everyone and... I don't want to.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying?
No.
You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
Of course he was faking it.
What?
Because?
If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What?
What?
Hey!
What do you mean what really happened? Why did you make him do that?
Well, you know.
Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
What are you...
Which means...
I gave Gonta an incentive. Because I thought it would liven up the game. Come on, think about it. If I actually wanted to save everyone like what Gonta did,
You really don't get it.
I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that.
Hey!
Then, why did Gonta...
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal.
From the bottom of my heart, gave us one of his creepy smiles.
When I saw it, I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
Seriously? Who the hell do you think you are?
Then...
So, for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Miu and Gonta?
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Maki Roll?
You bastard.
Someone like you has no right to call me Maki Roll.
Do you want to die?
You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Maki Roll. But hey, you guys are way too trusting. If you only suspected me more, then... Miu and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths!
Don't screw around.
Meaningless deaths?
Kaito screamed and sprinted up to Kokichi like a bullet.
Ooh, that was a punch.
A dull thud resounded through our skulls.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You!
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slow? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
What?
Kaito!
Are you okay? Kaito kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes.
Got a minute?
For someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now.
You believed a lie like that?
Bastard.
Ooh.
Whoa, you really want to die, don't
Let's
you?
have more fun.
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito?
No, Maki!
What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose her cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway.
Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared about what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaito's side. Kaito, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder?
Sorry, my MP's at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic.
Oh?
Hey, why are you so worried about this pathetic...
That's wrong.
Pathetic? Look at yourself, Kokichi.
What?
No.
Kaito always has us by his side, see? But no one wants to be around you. You're alone, Kokichi. And you always will be.
You're talking about friends. Friends don't make this game more
Oh, man.
Jeez, boring. I'm no longer interested. I don't care anymore. But I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me.
Kokichi spat out those words, then left the room. Oh jeez, he's bleeding.
Kaito!
Are you okay?
Huh?
Hey, Kaito?
Hey!
You don't look well. It didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay?
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and...
I said I'm fine.
Kaito tried to get up, but...
Whoop.
Kaito doubled over. His knees gave out and he collapsed hard.
And he
Oh
coughs.
no.
out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
Oh no. You're thinking what I'm thinking.
Tuberculosis?
Yeah.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much and cut my throat or something. I don't know.
As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet.
Yeah, that's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito!
Okay, I'll go with...
Shut up!
Don't follow me!
Huh?
What?
I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi.
Kaido staggered off.
Well,
I'll go with him. It would be bad if he collapses on the way.
Right, we'll leave it to you then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all.
Why? Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. I wanted it so damn bad. I kept fighting for it, fighting for the truth. And this is what I get? We're trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game. Just like Okichi.
Damn it! It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it.
Ooh.
Now is the time. I'll end this killing game.
This world is...
It was him the whole time. The world is mine, Kokichi Oma. Oh, jeez. Well, we know what the next chapter is going to conclude.
Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
Ow!
You're everything.
Ow, my heart!
Yikes. You're gonna need a break.
I don't know if I can take doing this next week. Like, ow! God damn it. Ah!
Because the bad guy technically won.
Son of a bitch. I hate this! Well, I got nothing, so
Let's just call it here.
Yes, please.
She's dead. There's no charge for Joy to do. She's out of it. Bye-bye.